Welcome everybody, I'm Kyo-Zamzan, and today I was thinking, why not talk about an embarrassing moment? It has been a while since I embarrassed my fucking self in front of this camera. So why don't we just talk about something that was embarrassing? Yeah, why not do that? Why not fucking do that? Because, Kyo-Zam hasn't done it in like 4 or 5 months. Let's hear another embarrassing moment of his that he probably does not want to share, but he doesn't give a fuck at the same time. Oh well. Either way, so let me give you some context, alright? Now, this is definitely something that some people would be like, you probably shouldn't share this to the world. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't. But then again, I don't give a fuck. So, anyways, since I don't give a fuck, keep in mind that the topic that this is about, it's a, pretty interesting one. So, for those that don't like pretty interesting topics, I would say for you to leave. If not, you've been warned. I don't know how to exactly say a good warning to you without spoiling it, so... Either way, so basically, as some dudes usually do, I was taking a shower, just like a normal dude shower, and one day, I was like, there's a lump on the balls. That's not normal. So either way, yeah, and I looked it up, and it said basically that usually if it's something that's noticeable, you don't really have to worry about if it's only present for a little bit of time. If it's prevalent and there for a long period of time, that is like a long period could be about a month or two, then you should seek medical attention. Just to be safe. And I was like, okay, that's fair enough. And this was during a summer when I was down in Miami. So I was like, okay, I'll check when I get back to Jacksonville and see if I still have that. And so, when I went back to Jax, still had it. And I was like, okay. And of course, instead of, doing further research or asking parents what they think it could possibly be, I asked friends, which was probably the stupidest idea you could ever do for that certain situation. I asked about 2 to 3 people. Now, I asked mostly women, and it's not because I feel like just telling them that kind of business. It's more along the lines of, the males do not take that shit seriously, and they will make fun of you like crazy hell. So, you never can get real advice from them. Either way, so, I asked some females. And of course, one of them, all of these females are going to remain nameless, one of them, which I swear, 2 of them actually, told me, oh, it could be cancerous. Dude, when I looked it up, and I was like, just looking for, symptoms, the symptoms lined up with that, and I'm like, shit, I could have fucking cancer. That's fucking wonderful. Now, I understand this doesn't sound like an embarrassing moment, but bear with me. Alright. So I go to my mom, and this is a day where she picks me up early from school. Now, I don't know why she picked me up from school early that day. I don't know why. I don't remember. This was about a year and a half ago. I don't remember. So we started going towards Home Depot. And she had to get some stuff for her nail salon shop. And so she said, hey, what's up with you? And I'm like, I need to tell you something. And at first she thought it was bullying and all that. And I'm like... so I didn't know how to exactly bring it up at all. So when we were in Home Depot, I said, give me your phone, I'll search up the symptoms, so at least you know what the symptoms are, but I remember the symptoms are for this one thing that I may or may not have. But it'll show you the symptoms. She's like, okay, that's fair enough, because I didn't want to just blatantly outsay it. When she checks the symptoms, she's like, you got lumps on your balls? She says it so loud in fucking Home Depot, and I was like, shut up. Oh my god. And it's not, not a lump. She said you got something on your balls or something like that. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Dude, oh my god. So then she, being all motherly, she's like, okay, we're gonna set up a doctor's appointment, which is all fine and dandy and whatever. So we set up a doctor's appointment. We went to our, doctor, Dr. Kador. Dr. Kador is a female. She's like 50s or whatever. So she comes up and she's like, so what's wrong here, Mr. Matt? And I'm like, I'm not saying it. And my mom's like, he's got a lump on his balls. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, what? We came here for that reason. The fuck are you talking about? We have to tell her. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, well, so-and-so, you know, Matt's mom, could you please step out? And she's like, okay. And then so she's like, okay, I want you to lay down on this bed. And I'm like, why? And she's like, just lay down on this bed. I'm like, okay. And I lay down. And so she's like, now take off your shorts. And I'm like, what? What? And she's like, please take off your shorts. I need to feel your balls. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like so confused. I was like, wait, oh, alright, we came here for that. Why the fuck? Wait, why are you saying it like this? And so I was like, I felt so awkward. She's like, here, have this towel or blanket or tarp, I forgot what it was, and put it around yourself so when you take it off you feel more comfortable. I'm like, okay. So I take it off, and underwear and all, and so she starts feeling it, and so thank God she's looking in that direction rather than at my face, because just imagine if she's just feeling you, right? Feeling your stuff, and then she's like, so Matt, we've come across a problem, or maybe this isn't a problem, I don't know, but, do you feel any kind of discomfort? Stop looking at me! I don't know, but, so yeah, and then, so she addressed us that it may not be something, but she could definitely feel something, and she said that we should be sent to this, this doctor that specializes in fucking balls. And we're like, there's a doctor for that? And she's like, yeah, go check him out. So about a month passes, my mom picks me, she doesn't take me to school, she takes me straight to the doctor. And so, we walk in, we're in the waiting room, and I'm like, freaking out, because I don't want another person touching me, but my mom's like saying, it can be cancerous, it cannot be cancerous, we won't know until we figure it out, guess what, you're going in, if you don't, I'm gonna destroy your fucking PS4! And your phone! So I had no choice but to go. So we go in, and, instead of it being a female, which I would feel a whole ton more comfortable with, it was a dude. It was a fucking dude. I don't care how fucking professional you think your job is. If I don't want you touching me, don't touch me. And so, this is where the embarrassing moment comes into play. So, we go in, this doctor is about maybe 50-something, and he's got glasses and all, and he's like, so Matt, I hear you are having some discomfort on your testicles. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is everyone so open with talking about this? I understand I'm here for this topic, but damn, can't you take it like, you went from 0 to 100 miles per hour within the span of like, not even 10 seconds! Slow your roll, let me process this! And he's like, I'm like, yeah, I am. How long until this thing is over? And so he's like, okay, I heard the doctor so-and-so, you know, felt something, so I need to make sure I can feel something. Puts on the gloves, I'm like, what? What? And as he's putting on the gloves, he asked my mom a question, and I didn't hear it well. And he says, so, I need to ask you something. And she's like, what? And she's like, he's like, is your son shy? I didn't know what that meant. I did not know what that meant at all. At fucking all. And my mom is like, I don't know. You know, Matt, are you shy? And I'm like, what the fuck you mean I'm shy? I'm here, aren't I? What? Like, I was so confused. Apparently there's a meaning to shy that doctor did not, like, decide to disclose with me. So, he's like, okay, Matt, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. I'm like, okay. And he's like, stand over here. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, he's like, no, I'm gonna tell your mom to turn her head around. He didn't even have the decency to send her out. And I didn't want her out. I made that clear. But for some reason, he didn't want to send her out. I don't know. So he says, turn your head that way. Oh my god, the uncomfortableness. Because I knew what was coming. And then he looks at me and he's like, so you're not shy, huh? And I'm like, wait, what? What? Like, I'm like looking at him like, what? And he's like, and then he's like, I'm gonna need you to drop your pants, boy. I'm like, whoa, shit, aren't you forward? I told him straight up, I'm like, well, isn't that fast? We just met. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, but we gotta get this over with. I'm like, wow, look at that painting. Look at that painting. That painting looks really, wow, that's a scrotum. And he's like, yeah, it's a very nice scrotum, isn't it? And I'm like, I didn't know there were nice ones and there were bad ones, but okay. And he's like, yeah, it is. It's an interesting one. Now drop your pants. And I'm like, what? What? And so he's like, I need you to drop your, I need you to drop them. And then I'm like, look, listen, I usually have someone take me out to dinner first before something like this happens. I don't think I was prepared for something like this. And my mom's like laughing her ass off, and she's like, Tonito, you need to just drop your pants already. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with this at all. And then he's like, it's okay, just drop your pants. I've seen plenty of these all the time. I'm like, oh wow, thank you. It makes me feel special. God. And he's like, oh, trust me, they're all special. I'm like, oh my god, this is so disturbing. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with this. And he's like, don't worry, I've done this plenty of times. I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, whoa, slow your roll. And so he's like, drop your pants. And I'm like, mom's like, drop your pants, don't you? I'm like, drop my fucking pants. Okay, I dropped my fucking pants. So, drop my pants, and oh my god. And then he's like, feeling them and whatever, and I felt so uncomfortable. I was looking in every other direction, like I was trying my best not to make eye contact with him. He told me some things. He's like, yeah, I don't think it's cancerous, yada. I'm like, oh yeah, that's wonderful, yeah. Yeah, you done yet? No? Okay. That's a nice scar. Oh, we already talked about that. And then he finally finished, and then he turns around, and he's like, okay, you can pull your pants back up. I'm like, and my mom's laughing, because, I made some comments, because his hands were cold as fuck. I hated this day so much. And my mom would not stop making fun of me for it, because we found out it's not cancerous. We found out it's actually nothing at all. Somehow, I don't know. I don't know what... I don't remember what it's supposed to be, apparently. Because I just tried to zone that day out of my head. And here I am telling the internet about it, so... I'm a dumbass. But, to be fair, I do have some balls to say this to the internet. I'm gonna stop. Either way, so if that guy's been this wonderful video to close, don't like this video if you did. Don't share this wonderful video with your friends. Don't subscribe to Unlockable Stories for more vlog type shit like this. And yeah, so if that guy's been this wonderful video to close, I'm Killzomzon and I'm out for now. Peace.